Morning guys, we're in northern Italy. We're just on the north coast of Lake Garda. We've visited the south coast in previous trips, so we wanted to come up here to the north coast, a little bit more mountainous. I'm just going to step outside the van and I'll show you where we are. Oh, it's lovely and sunny outside. There's the van park. There's a little shower and toilet block there, and then just behind me, hopefully you can see some of the mountains there in the distance. And we're on a campsite here. When I looked at coming down to the north coast of Lake Garda, I searched this area for a couple of days for a suitable park up. There were some spots in the wild up in the mountains. The roads up to them were fairly narrow and fairly steep, and you possibly couldn't see the lake from up there. So I searched the little town here, Torbole I think it's pronounced. I'll put the name up on the screen, to see if there was any motorhome parking spaces or free car parks in the area, but unfortunately couldn't find anything at all. And looked at some of the campsites around here, and I think because of the area, Lake Garda is such a beautiful place, it's very expensive to stay around here, and a lot of the campsites here were quoting 60 to 80 euros a night, which is a little bit expensive for our budget, if you like, a little bit more than what we want to pay. So anyway, I just typed in motorhome parking into Google and it came up with this place called Camper Stop. It's literally right on the beach. I couldn't believe how lucky we were, to be honest. And they're all little parking bays in amongst olive trees here, and it's 26 euros a night here, all inclusive of all your services, which is amazing. Showers, toilets, they're really good facilities here, electric hookup. So even though we're in these olive groves here, it really doesn't matter because I can plug in, included in the price of staying here. So, and if I walk down that path there, which I'll show you in a minute, open the gate at the end of the campsite, I'm literally stepped straight onto the beach on the north coast of Lake Garda. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, yesterday we left Rob in the mountains. He shot off up into Austria, up into the snow. We've seen these Instagram posts. It looks really dramatic where he is, but I know he's loving that. And today it's forecast to be 18 degrees and sunny here, a little bit breezy, as you can see the trees are wafting about. But yeah, it should be an absolutely glorious day. Let's go and explore and we'll show you around the place. You've got a little laundry block here at the end, sink, washing up area, male and female toilets and showers, another washing up area outside down the end there, and then the green box at the end there is chemical toilet disposal unit. And then at the front of the site, out by the entrance, there's a grey water disposal. And then all of the pitches are lined by these olive trees. Yeah, it's a lovely little site. And as I say, we're going to walk down there now, and it takes you right onto the beach at the top end of Lake Garda there. One thing we have noticed when we've come down to Italy, the majority of the vans that you see touring around are Germans. Looking at the number plates, with the D's on the number plate, nearly every single van, apart from one or two in this campsite, are German, which understandable really, I suppose, when we know now it's a quick drive from Germany over through Austria, a couple of hours and you're in northern Italy and in the Dolomites. So it's quite a nice location for them to come, I suppose. Lovely bit of sunshine, really beautiful up in the mountains here, and only a couple of hours from your doorstep, so kind of understandable. We're just walking down the end of the campsite and out through this gate, and I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you where we are, how close we are to Lake Garda.
I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't every time that you walk through the door. I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so are you.
So there we go, look, how close is that? Literally out the gate, and no more than about 10 yards I think we're on the beach here. And right in front of me there, Lake Garda, as far as you can see to the horizon, all the way down there. Massive lake here in northern Italy. It's a beautiful swimming place as well. And we're going to take a little bit walk along the boardwalk into the little town there, have a little bit of a mooch about. Kids are doing the old windsurfing school here as well, just behind me. I think there's a place there you can hire boards and sails at if you're interested. Yeah, nice, sunny today, lovely, clear blue sky. Wind is not as much as it was yesterday. It come down late last night for a bit of dinner, and yeah, it was blowing a bit of a gale. Although it was sunny, it was really cold. If you'd like to stay in this beautiful location on the north shore of Lake Garda, I'll put all the links you need in the video description.
It was really nice to spend a few days relaxing in the sun by the beach, especially after those cold days in the mountains. The campsite was so nice we stayed for a couple of days before driving the stunning road along the side of the lake.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to buy.
You can see how huge Lake Garda is by this Google map. It takes about an hour and a half to drive the whole length of the lake down to a really beautiful island called Simeone, where there's a lovely castle and some really nice restaurants. So this is the car park that was the camper stop previously at Simeone. There was a load of parking bays over here by the waterfront which were allocated for campers, and it was a recognised overnight stop. And when we came here last time, I think it was at the end of the year, and it was actually free to park here with a camper, but now all the signage has been changed. It's cars and buses only, and from here it's at least 2 kilometres out of the town centre to where that area is now, so it's a little bit of a half an hour walk. So this is now the new camper spot, Simeone. It looks like an old five-a-side court they've made into a hard standing. You've got individual bays there. It is a paid stopover, and there's electronic parking ticket machine there which accepts coins or cards, but is very expensive. I've just paid €11 for about 5 hours, so about €1 for half an hour. And now we've got well over a 2 kilometre walk down into the main town, so let's get going. Ready?
A lot less windy.
Yeah, the water's
Very
a bit
calm.
calmer down this end, isn't it?
Yep.
No clouds in the sky today, lovely. This is what we prefer, innit? A bit of sunshine. Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't mind the snow, but I prefer being in the sun.
No.
You feel like you're on holiday when you got sunshine, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Unless you like skiing, of course.
Oh yeah. And then you go on a skiing holiday. You can see the lake there, people having a drink by the lake. You always get some strange looks when you've got a camera pointed at you from people. I wonder why. Anyway, you can have a look at the lake. So we just had a lovely lunch at a restaurant we've been to before, isn't it?
We have, yeah.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Valentino's I think it's called.
Yep.
Really nice. We had a lovely meal there last time, so we thought we'd visit there again. What did you have, babe?
Spaghetti carbonara.
Yeah, and I had
Very
the
nice.
fillet steak and chips. I know that's not particularly Italian, is it? But it was very good. And then what did you have for afters?
Cake of the day, which was
Oh,
coconut.
yeah, coconut.
Yeah. And I got it all to myself because somebody doesn't like coconut.
Yeah, but then I had the epic creme brulee,
Yeah.
which the waiter proceeded to set fire to at the table, which was just amazing. Everybody was looking. It was good. It was really good. So I'm glad there's a long walk back to the van, because now we've got to
Yeah.
walk all of that off. And then set off for Verona. Ooh. I think we've only got about half an hour, and we've got a little park up which is right in the centre of Verona, just a few minutes walk from the city centre. Morning guys, so we're here in Verona. We have visited this city once before. It was on a bit of a business holiday though, wasn't it, with some business colleagues, so we thought we'd come back and visit it on our own, have a bit more time to have a mooch about. Now Rome is probably famous for the Colosseum amongst other things, but here in Verona they've probably got one of the most intact Colosseums in existence. And they do open air operas, and last time we was here we went to see the opera, didn't we?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, really good. We all got dressed up in evening dress. It was a really special occasion. So we're going to take you through the city, explore some of the sights, and we're standing right in front of what was the old city gates. So we're going to walk through here and then show you around. So the Colosseum here at Verona was built around 14 to 54 AD. That's pretty incredible to think that that's 2,000 years ago that this was originally built, and it would have hosted events of the time such as fights with gladiators or fights with lions and exotic animals. Yeah, it's pretty incredible really to think that this is 2,000 years old. Obviously I guess it's had some restoration over the years, but it's pretty much intact. So what you see here is not the exterior of the Colosseum. It would have had another ring around it, and you see on the floor there what's left of the bases of the columns for the outer circle. Around this side you can see a small section of the external wall still standing, only about 5 columns there, but that would have obviously continued all the way around the whole Colosseum. So obviously there would have been a lot more of it than what's standing here today. Still pretty impressive though. Funny how certain places evoke certain memories, because as soon as we walked around the corner and I saw this little market in the square here, I remembered that the last time we was here, this is where I bought my Italian straw hat. I mean, the hat that you normally see me in on some of the videos is a newer version of it, because eventually after a few years it fell apart, but yeah, this is where I bought the original hat. So cool round here though, you could wander around here for ages. Really picturesque, lovely place. So guys, behind me here is the famous balcony where Juliet stood, Romeo and Juliet, the famous Shakespeare story. Now obviously that's all fiction, so here in Verona, perhaps you can tell me in the comments below, why is this place got the Juliet balcony. If the whole story is fictional, why is Juliet's balcony here? Leave me a comment below. It's been really good to come back to Verona. Last time we really didn't get a chance to spend much time and explore the city, but everywhere you look, every corner, there's another amazing piece of architecture, another stunning building to look at and admire. So it's really worth a visit. If you're in northern Italy, please come and check out Verona. It's really stunning. So this is where we parked up in Verona. It's a motorhome Air right in the centre of the city. It's literally only 10 to 15 minutes walk in that direction, straight into the centre of Verona, so it's really convenient. And it's only €10 a night to stay here as well. There's probably about 30 places you can see there in the distance. It's very busy, so my advice is to get here early if you want to secure a spot. There are barriers at the entrance right there, so it does feel nice and safe and secure. You can't get in and out without your ticket being paid. And on these sort of airs, we always take our ticket with us when we go, so if somebody did try and get the camper out, they've got to at least pay the full price, you know. There's a service point just behind me here, so you can empty your grey water and you can also empty your toilet cassette. There's no charge for that, that's included in the €10. Yeah, this has been a really convenient, safe little park up, shaded by the trees, so we haven't had much solar, and it's right by the little river there, which is quite full at the moment. We've had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks, but an ideal spot if you want to venture into the town. On today's plans, we're going to just sort the van out just quickly, and then we're going to pop and do laundry and go to the supermarket. So like I was saying in one of our previous videos, with any sort of long-term travel, it's inevitable that you're going to need to do your laundry at some stage. I think you've seen us use the Revolution laundry sites, which are dotted around in car parks and petrol stations. But this is obviously one that we found just typing in laundry on Google Maps, and then it shows you all the self-service laundries. This is a pretty good one, got quite a few machines in here. And fortunately, looking on Google Maps on the satellite view, also managed to find some on-street parking as well. So luckily managed to get the van parked right opposite, so I can keep an eye on it, because it's always, you know, just a bit of a worry. It's in the back of your mind in these inner city places where, you know, you want the van to be secure while you're in here for an hour doing your laundry. So that's all the laundry done. That one was a little bit more expensive, only a couple of euros. £7.50 for a large wash, which would normally do us for a week, and £4.50 for a dry. But fortunately the dryers were really hot, so you know, that was enough. We didn't have to put it in for a second time. And all in all, just over an hour to do the wash and the dry, so not too bad. Van was all okay, and now we're off to our next park up. I think you can see that northern Italy is really beautiful, and I hope you've enjoyed coming along with us on this trip. And maybe there's some information there that will assist you when you're planning your own adventures. In the next video, we stop over on an olive farm and enjoy the hospitality of local Italians, before heading down to Bari and catching the ferry across to Croatia. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, it doesn't cost anything, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers!